The Les 5150 podcast begins now. What is going on? Welcome to episode number 20 of the Les 5150 podcast. In this episode, we'll be talking video games. You know, there's been a ton of them come out since I talked to you guys on episode 19. And that wasn't that long ago. Actually, there hasn't been a bunch of new games. There's been some betas and some new games come out. So, to be fair, two betas, or actually two betas and three games I wanted to kind of touch on real quick. But the main topic of this podcast is going to be Battlefield 1 versus Call of Duty. I know you guys are going to say they're two different games. I know they're two different games, but that's never stopped anybody from comparing them against each other before. So I'm jumping on that train. Anyway, before we get there, Thursday night, man, the Broncos lost again. Guys, get it together, man. Come on, wake up. Just win a Super Bowl. Come on. What are you doing? Anyway, now that I got that out of my system, let's jump right into video games. So, first thing I want to talk about, WWE 2K17. I'm passing it this year. Unless I just get it really cheap or somebody gives it to me or something like that, and then I would play it. But after all the videos I've watched, all the reviews I've read, man, it looks like with WWE 2K16 they took all the right steps forward. And I thought surely with 2K17 it was going to blow 2K16 out of the water. It's not the case. It looks like it went back to 2K15 and added some stuff and caused more glitches and more mayhem and chaos, and not in a good way. And listen, hey, you Ukes guys, if you listen to this podcast, the WWE guys, listen to me. You can do so much more. Your potential's there. Look at games like FIFA 17, Madden 17. Look at Battlefield 1 for crying out loud. You can do a better job, okay? You're being lazy. Bottom line. The crowds look like crap. The wrestlers, when they're superstars, when you're cutting your promo in your career, it's all subtitled. What is this, last gen gaming? I mean, that's like PlayStation 2 stuff, man. Come on. We're on next gen levels here. We got VR right around the corner. As a matter of fact, VR just came out for PlayStation. Come on. We're next level now. If you don't have it to do it, you don't have the means to do it, give it to somebody else. It's that easy. All right, so Mafia 3, we're gonna pass on that. It just doesn't look like the Mafia games have passed to me. It doesn't look like what the Mafia games meant to me. I'm just gonna pass on it. Too many little things for me to sit here and nitpick all day. Kind of like WWE. I could sit here and make a whole podcast on what's wrong with WWE 2K17, but I'm not going to do that, man. If they want to sit down and talk to me, I'll be more than happy to sit down with them and give them some constructive criticism on what they did wrong and where they need to go right. But anyhow, so we'll just let's see. What's another beta I played? Something else I played this week. Oh, actually, I played it today. I played it earlier today on stream. That Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, I think that's how you say it. I played the beta for that. It's available on PlayStation 4. That game is cool, man. That game is cool. I don't know nothing about Dragon Ball. I really don't. I know a few of the characters' names. I've seen the live-action movie that people hated. I actually thought it was good, I guess. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying that, but at the time when I seen it, I didn't know anything about Dragon Ball. So when I seen it, I was like, hey, not a bad little movie, man. And then, I never got into the cartoons or anything like that. So playing the game and, watching another streamer called Eddie Monster stream it, and kind of caught my attention. And then my buddy Will Force was playing it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to give this a try and see how good I am at. Man, it is so smooth. That is a smooth game. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. It was a blast. I'm telling you now, I had a lot of fun. Before I jump into the COD and the Battlefield. Did you guys watch any TV this week? You know, new Lethal Weapon. It was a great episode. I finally watched the Flash episode. It was great. I watched the Supergirl episode. I like the guy that plays Superman in Supergirl, but I don't think there's parts that he does remind me of the Man of Steel, but then I see the costume. I don't like the Superman outfit in the show, and he's too little. He's not big enough for me, and I've gotten spoiled on the comics and Henry Cavill playing Man of Steel, and I look at that going, he's a big dude. He's Superman. And I know, well, Christopher Reeve was not that. Christopher Reeve was a pretty big dude, man. I mean, he was like 6 foot something. He had a little bit of size on him. You know, he wasn't cut and muscular, but he had good size on him. But that's a different type of Superman. I guess you call him the last Boy Scout, the big blue Boy Scout. And that Superman's fine. It's kind of like the Adam West Batman. It's fine. I prefer the more, and I put quotation marks around it, realistic Superman, Batman type characters. And that's just me. And, you know, everybody's going to have their own opinion about what they like and what they don't like. But that's what I prefer. I like the way the new DC Comics are going. I'm happy and I'm fine with it. What else do we got this week? I think that's all. I think that's all the shows I watch. My wife is watching The Exorcist and Blacklist. I got a lot of catching up on the Blacklist to do. I'm way behind. Did I get to watch Designated Survivor? No, I don't remember if I watched that or not. I'll have to go and check it out. Anyway, so it's that time. It's that time of year when two of the biggest games come out. Well, it's not every year for one particular game. For the other brand, it is an every year release. And that being said, that's Call of Duty. They have a game every year for as long as I can remember. It seems like Battlefield has had one every other year. And I think, no, they have one every year. Because they have Battlefield Hardline to fill in between Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1. Then they had Battlefront. So it's not like they're not putting out content. They are. They're churning out content. But I've had the opportunity to play both. I've had the opportunity to spend a lot of time on both. I put about exactly 10 hours in Battlefield 1. I know it was exactly 10 hours because I have EA access. So it was a time trial. So I know I put exactly 10 hours in Battlefield 1. And I've put about I want to say 4 or 5 hours in Call of Duty. And why haven't I put as much time in Call of Duty? Well, I'll get into that. I will. First, I want to say I am not paid by Activision or DICE or EA. I'm not paid by any of these companies to favor one title over the other. This is my honest opinion. This is my honest review. Everybody might differ from me. Some people may agree with me. Some people may disagree with me. But I'm going to give you my honest opinion about this and let you know, is one of these games better for you or should you avoid the other one? I'm going to let you know. We'll start with my experience on Battlefield 1, since I had more time on Battlefield 1. The first thing you do is you start the game up and you go right into the campaign. And it was pretty cool, I have to admit. You start off with the Harlem Hellfighters, and that was a pretty cool little scenario they had. I actually enjoyed it. I don't want to talk about a lot about the campaign because I don't want to ruin it for you guys. But the campaign is fun. The only thing I don't like about it is it's 6 separate episodes. And I don't know. I prefer like just one long campaign movie style. You know what I'm saying? I guess I don't know. I can't judge it too much because I haven't got to play the whole thing. But I did finish one whole episode because that's all it would let you do because it is a time trial. So it let me do one whole episode. And it was fun. It was fun. It was definitely a little bit faster paced of a campaign or episode type deal than I was used to from a Battlefield series. And then I played the multiplayer. And the multiplayer was great. I had a great experience playing it. Had a lot of fun playing it. It was better when I played with friends, though. I will be honest about that. Playing by yourself, you don't know anybody, you don't have anybody to communicate with, you can't ask for ammo, or if you need a medic, or if you want to jump in a vehicle with somebody, you can do all that, but it's better if you know the people and you're in a party chat with them and you're communicating well. It's a lot of fun. Now, I did play the regular classic game modes that we all have come to love in Battlefield: Rush, Conquest, and Domination. And the maps are definitely big. That's for sure. And there's maps I didn't like in the game. Some of them were sniper heaven. And that is one of the most annoying things in a game, is to run around and you get sniped in every direction that you run. And it seems like the bigger maps where it's not a lot of cover, kind of like the desert type maps, that's where it happened a lot. But it's not to the point where it made me go, I hate this game and I'm never playing it again. It didn't get me to that point. But it did become annoying because sometimes when you're playing a mode, it seems like, I think I counted one time there was like 10 snipers on the enemy team, and I'm like, Jesus, man, come on. You guys aren't helping your team at all. I mean, I can understand like 4 or 5 snipers, because you put like, honestly, even if you have 2 to 3 snipers and you have 2 to 3 darn good snipers, they will be very beneficial to your team and help you out more than you'll ever think. And that puts more bodies on the battlefield, no pun intended, to help with the objective, whether you're playing Rush or you're playing Domination, whatever. It puts more butts on the ground, and you having more people take over the objective. So think about this. If you're playing a 40-man map and it's 20 versus 20, you got 10 people sniping on your team. Think about this, people, when you're playing a game. Everybody loves snipe. I love to snipe. But if I see a team full of snipers, it is not going to help my team's advantage for me to be sniping, and only 10 dudes are out there running around trying to get all those objectives, okay? And if you're playing on 64 versus 64, well, there's even more snipers. So instead of having 10, you may have 15, 20 snipers. And I'm not exaggerating. I have seen matches like this where everybody just wants to snipe. That's fine, but don't complain when your team loses. Like, we never win a match. Quit sniping, especially if there's so many snipers. Quit sniping, get your butt out on the battlefield and help take these objectives, man. I'm not telling people how to play the game. I'm just saying, if you're going to complain, and help the cause and win. Because there'll be a lot of times if I see a ton of snipers. There was one match I was sniping in the beta, and I looked, there was like 4 dudes laying beside me, and I'm like, okay, they're sniping beside me. I'm done. I'll just run down there and get the objective, and that's what I did. But the maps are really cool. Like I said, there's only like a few I didn't like, but it wasn't to the point that I hated them. But it'd probably just take me to learn a learning curve to learn those maps. The graphics, oh my god! And I didn't get a chance, and I kicked myself in the butt for not doing this. I didn't get a chance to play it on the 4K. Oh god, I wish I would have, because even up here on my gaming monitor, and I got a Samsung 27-inch 2 megahertz refresh rate gaming monitor. It was outstanding. Oh, the colors and golly, that's probably one of the better looking games I've played in a long time. And I even made the comment when I was playing it on stream was, this is a game, if you have a high-end PC, gaming PC, and you have the setup to run like high-end stuff, this is a PC game. Jesus, this game looks it looks good. And yeah, I can't wait till Tuesday. I got the early enlister edition, and I'll be playing that. And definitely one of the things I'm gonna do when I'm not on stream is I'm gonna run downstairs and hook that bad boy up to the 4K and check it out. I cannot wait. See if I can snap some pictures and post them online next week or something. Oh, but yeah, the graphics. Amazing! Game modes. I think I touched on that a little bit. You know, the classic, but there is one new one I didn't get to play. I tried to play it. I just wasn't able to play it. It's called Operations. And if everything that I've read about Operations is true, and my buddy said Travis said he watched somebody else play Operations on the PC and he loved it. I haven't got to play it yet. I didn't want to watch anybody play because I want to experience it for the first time when I play it. But man, if everything that I've read about and heard about is true about this, jeez Louise, that's going to be a game changer, man. You know, it's going to be a game changer. And I don't know. Here, I'll tell you guys about it because it seems like you start off. How many maps does it span across? It doesn't really say. I think it does 3 maps. I might be wrong about this. And if I am, you can correct me in the comments and below. But it seems like you're on offense on one map and then you might play defense the next map. And then I guess you go on to the 3rd or maybe 4th map. I don't know. It doesn't really say how many maps you go to. But as you go from one map to the next, you can see the map you were fighting on previously back over the horizon. And I think that is cool, man. I think that's so cool. And, you know, if you guys want to read more about it, just go to battlefield.com and look up operations mode. And they're saying the matches can take up to an hour. It's intense fighting, intense battle, and you may not win all the maps. That you may win some and lose some kind of type deal, kind of like in a real war. And they're trying to give you that feel that it's a real war. And I cannot wait to play that mode. It's called Operations, and that's probably going to be like one of the things I'll only play with a group of people because I don't think I'd play it by myself. I don't know. I say that now, and I'll probably first thing I do Tuesday is like, let's play Operations, woohoo! But no, Tuesday, I'm telling everybody who listens to the podcast, if you're a friend of mine on Xbox, you better be there Tuesday morning. Call into work. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. No. Be there Tuesday morning because we're going to jump into Battlefield together and we're going to run this, for 5-6 hours, us playing together. So everybody, be ready Tuesday. We're rocking this. And for those of you listening, you don't know what I'm talking about, twitch.tv/Les5150EVH. Come check it out Tuesday morning. We're playing Battlefield 1. I cannot wait. It's the early enlisters edition. For those of you guys that didn't pre-order the big ultimate edition like we did, you'll have to wait till Friday, the 21st, to get the $59 version. We paid a little extra because, hey, that's what we do because we love our video games. But anyway, we're getting the early enlister edition. We're going to be in the battle Tuesday. So I'll see you on the battlefield, no pun intended. Campaign, like I said, pretty cool. Time setting, if you don't know what time setting is, it's World War I, kind of going back in time. And at first, when I first started playing the trial, I was like, I don't know, man. The more and more I played it, the more it actually grew on me, the more I liked it, the more I loved it. And I was telling people, this reminds me of when I used to play Modern Warfare 2 and how I would run home from work and play that game. I would take my lunch breaks and come home and play Modern Warfare 2. I kid you not, I was so hooked on that game. I'd stay up all night. And I know there was a couple of nights where I'd only sleep an hour, go to work. Oh, I'm sick. And go home. And I'm not even going to lie about it. I'm being honest. Modern Warfare 2 had me hooked, line, and sinker. That game had me reeled in. Speaking of Call of Duty, let's go ahead and just jump on into Call of Duty. You know what was coming. I'm going to talk about it. And I'll go over the same points like I did Battlefield 1. So, this one's COD, Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare. Graphics, nope. Same graphics as the last 4 years, man. I'm not impressed at all. And, it's ridiculous, honestly, that for 4 years, they haven't changed it up at all. It's still the same ragdoll animations, still the same kill animations. It's just not, I was not. That's the first thing I noticed as soon as I played the game was, okay, so it's the same thing as Ghosts. It's the same thing as Advanced Warfare. It's the same thing as Black Ops 3. Okay, so graphics I'm not impressed with. Sorry. I know a lot of you probably might get upset by that, but I'm not impressed by the graphics. Maps, not a fan of them. Like the one that you play, there's one map I love, and that's where you're on the inside of the space station, and you look out and you can see how big the space station is. I love that map. That map's very fast paced, very classic Call of Duty, run and gun, not a whole lot of running and jumping. It's just it's classic Call of Duty. It's a classic 3-lane map, and I loved it. Loved that map. Loved it. Just loved it. The other maps, not a fan of. Nope. Not a fan of them. They're a little bit too big for a Call of Duty game, honestly. A little too big, and it seems like it entertains the idea of camping. And I know a lot of people say, it's a skill. It ain't a skill. Really. Come on. Anybody can sit there and wait in a corner for somebody to run past them and shoot them. And now I'm talking about the campers that you don't ever see. You run right past them and they shoot you in the back. I'm not talking about the one straight in front of you, because if you come around and you look down the hallway and you can't shoot that guy, and I've run into that problem, you got to work on your aim a little bit. That's all. I'm talking about the ones that just sit there and you run past them and they booby trap the room. You run and boom, 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 blow you up with C4 sandwiches and all that good stuff. Those are the ones I'm talking about. I don't like the ones that have a sponsorship from Coleman and they got their tents and their backpack gear from Walmart and they're sitting there in a corner camping. Those are the ones I don't like, that'll shoot you in the back every time and annoy you. Those campers I don't like. But anyway, the maps, I'm not a fan of them. Like I said, I went off on the campers there for a little bit, didn't I? I'm not happy with them. But anyway, maps, I'm not a fan of them. Game modes. I actually did like... Listen, there's nothing I don't like about the game modes. I like Team Deathmatch. I like Domination. I like Kill Confirmed. And I even like the new one, Defender. Now, that's all the modes I've played so far on the Call of Duty beta. And that's all the ones I've read about so far. But I'm pretty sure they'll have all the classic game modes involved as the previous Call of Duties have had in the past. So, game modes, I like them. I think they're cool. Defender is actually really fun. I had a blast playing Defender. Time setting, it's in space. Like I said, I don't have an issue with it being in space like a lot of people did. I have an issue with, we already did the exosuits and the thrust packs or whatever you want to call them. We did those in Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3. How about we just take those out of the game completely and we can make the game in space? That's fine. But have just regular, boots on the ground, running around shooting people. And you can still do it in a space setting. You still do it in the space stations. Look at Star Trek and Star Wars. You don't see them boosting everywhere and exosuiting everywhere. A lot of times on the Enterprise, they'd have, phaser battles. And they were just shooting at each other inside the ships or whatever. So you don't need the thrusters or the exosuits or whatnot. You don't need that stuff. You can just do running around. You can do it. You can do it. I wish that one or two maps that are big are fine. Because I think even Modern Warfare 2 had a couple of bigger maps like Afghan. I remember that one. That was a favorite of mine. But the map layouts on the new ones, they're so big. I don't like the map layouts on the bigger maps. But anyway, campaign, I don't know about the campaign. I haven't played any of it. From what I've seen video footage-wise on YouTube, it looks cool. It looks cool. I am interested in playing the campaign, very much so. And I'm very much interested in the bonus that comes with it for the people that get the bonus edition is the Modern Warfare 4 remaster, which I'm excited about playing that. I hope that God they do Modern Warfare 2. Oh man, please do Modern Warfare 2 remaster, and I'll be happy. I play that game religiously again, I bet. Anyway, so if you're wondering which game that I think is better, I think you can probably figure it out. Battlefield 1's a better game this time around. Call of Duty, I've defended you many times in the past. A lot of my old school friends will tell you I've defended you plenty of times. Now it's time to change it up. It's time to mix it up. It's time to look for something new. Maybe even go back to the old school things, kind of like Battlefield did. Maybe let's lose the space suits, the space jumping kits, and maybe just regular old running around, running and gunning. Just go down the list real quick. Graphics, I give it to Battlefield 1. Maps, give it to Battlefield 1. Game modes are a tie because I like the game modes in Call of Duty. I'm not going to beat around the bush about it. I like the game modes in Call of Duty and Battlefield. But I think the game changer could be the operations. And if it's good as everybody says it is, then I may have to come back and say, hey, I have to give Battlefield 1 the game modes because that operations just blew everything out of the water. It's a game changer. But I haven't played it yet, so I can't say. Time setting, it's a tie. I don't mind space. I don't mind being in the future. As long as you do it right and do it correct, I'm fine with it. I just don't think Call of Duty, they seem lazy this time around. It seems like a reskin of all the past Call of Duties. New maps and new characters, and instead of calling it, what do they call it? Like where you could run around with if you got the special unlocked in Black Ops 3, I forgot, operator. They called it an operator. Instead of calling it an operator this time, we call it a rig this time. So, you recalled it some different names. Nah, that's not cool. You gotta think. You gotta think outside the box. You can't be lazy. Once you start getting lazy, you're gonna start losing fans. You may not lose them this game. Next game, though, if it's the same crap, I guarantee you'll lose a ton more. You'll lose some this time anyway. Just the way it happens. Campaign, don't know. I don't know which one will be better. The last time around, it was the Black Ops 3 campaign. I really never even finished, honestly, because it didn't interest me. So we'll back up to Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare versus Battlefield 4. I like the Battlefield 4 campaign a bit better, to be honest with you, on that one. So, yeah, we just went way back in time, kind of like Battlefield 1 did, huh? So, honestly, which game should you get? Well, a lot of you probably already made up your minds, and I'm not here to convince you to not buy one. That's if you're already saying I'm getting Call of Duty, get Call of Duty. If you're already getting Battlefield, get Battlefield. I'm not trying to convince you guys. I'm trying to help out the new people. Listen, if you want something new, looks beautiful and it's cool, kind of laid back, a little chill, get Battlefield. If you want fast paced, a lot of kills, and you want to be Rambo for the day, and you want to wipe out as many people as you can, go Call of Duty. Which one do I like better? Of course, I like Battlefield 1 better this time around. Will I get Call of Duty? Eventually. I probably might not get it at launch. I do have it pre-ordered. I may not get it at launch. I'll get it later on down the road eventually, I'm sure. Because I got to have that Call of Duty fix every year. It's like somebody else was saying, I get that Call of Duty fix that lasts a couple of months, and then I'm fine until next year. It's like, why spend the money? Well, I'm going to put it on my Christmas list. So, Christmas idea. There you go, fans. You want to get me a Christmas gift, give me the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare with the Modern Warfare remaster. There you go. It's a perfect Christmas gift. Get it for me. I'll love your faces forever. Love your faces anyway. But I think I'm going to be happier this time around Battlefield 1. I don't think I know. I've played them both. I've spent at least 5 hours apiece on both of them. I spent 10 on Battlefield 1 so far, and everybody's been like, you only played the beta for Call of Duty. Listen, the game doesn't come the game launches in a couple of weeks. There's not a whole lot different it's going to be from what you're playing right now, other than they may issue a patch to fix some little glitches and minor. It's not like they can go in and go, we have to change the whole game because Les5150 said he didn't like this map. We have to delete it and redo the whole game. No, they don't have time to do that. The game's pretty much already done. Well, it is done. The only thing they do now is go back and issue a patch. Hey, we'll fix this, this, and this. That gun won't shoot as fast as that gun now. We'll buff that, nerf that, put that there, and bam, wham, bam, give me the money, thank you, ma'am, type deal. And it's on like Donkey Kong when you throw it in your console. So, the beta is pretty much just a fancy word for demo. Back in my day, God, I sound old. Back in my day, it was just called a demo. Now it's called a beta to make it sound more special. There you go, folks. Battlefield versus Call of Duty. This time around, I'm going to have to give it to Battlefield 1. Seems like they kind of listened to the community for once. To be honest with you, they made the right changes, made the right areas, and it looks good, sounds good, feels good. It's a fun game. Which one should you get? Give Battlefield 1 a try. I'm going to be honest with you. If you want to play Call of Duty and you don't care about these particular maps, buy Black Ops 3. There you go. Save yourself some money. It'll be cheaper anyway in a couple weeks. Get yourself Black Ops 3, or go ahead and just jump back. If you want to play a good Call of Duty, do yourself this favor. Go back and play Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2. Those are good Call of Duty games. Those are wonderful Call of Duty games. If you want a little bit of the jumping around and stuff like that, skip Advanced Warfare and go straight to Black Ops 3. That game doesn't suck. I like that game. And Infinite Warfare doesn't suck. I'm not saying Infinite Warfare sucks. So don't nobody go, Les said this game sucks. I didn't say that. I just said Battlefield 1 was a better game this time around. They thought outside the box, and it's a brand new experience, and I liked it and I loved it. Call of Duty is Call of Duty, man. They just need a new formula, though. They need to do something different. Maybe go backwards instead of into the future. Hey, it's been fun. It's been real. I'll see you guys on the Battlefield Tuesday morning. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the donations. Thank you so much for everything, for all the kind words. I'll see you guys Monday for episode 21. It's been fun. It's been real. I'm Les5150, and we'll catch you later on. We'll see you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.